Hey friends, I'm Ken Smith, and I'm really excited to tell you that this guy that owns this Speedster tried to kill me. Not really, but Tom, actually, I had a chance to interview Tom at Oak Car Festival about his 1930 unrestored Model A Tudor sedan, and I'll put a link down in the description for that video. But Tom had come to Model A Days the following weekend, and he brought this Speedster that he built. Now, what's really cool about this Speedster is that he did not cannibalize a car. This is all from parts that he was able to acquire over time at different swap meets and whatnot. And so Tom built a very unique Speedster. He took me out for a ride, my first ride ever in a Speedster, and it was really, really cool. So let's just get into the video, hear what Tom has to say, and see Tom's Speedster.
When we get back there, I can open up that exhaust cutout. See what that sounds like.
All right, go. So Tom, did you build this car?
I did.
Nice.
It took me a couple years to do. I did not destroy a car to make this. I rescued a couple trailers worth of parts to make this.
Okay. So all from parts, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Much of it from Snyder's, unfortunately, but
yeah, we're all familiar with that.
It's all stock Model A drive. It does have a 6-to-1 compression head.
Okay.
Hardened set valve seats, stainless valves, adjustable lifters, and the biggest cam that I could get from Stipe. So I don't know, I probably went from the stock 40 to maybe 50, 55, something like that horsepower.
Maybe even a little more.
The stock rear end in it.
Okay.
So I wasn't going for high end speed, but more low end, 0 to 35.
Yeah, sure.
Fast did go. And made it for running around in the dirt roads around my house, the 2 tracks through the woods, that kind of stuff.
Right. How long did it take you to build?
A little over 2 years.
Well, that's not too bad.
I can reach down here real quick.
Okay.
Grab that spread.
Okay. So we've just opened up the exhaust now, huh?
Yeah.
No back pressure.
That is a 1920s. They called it a loudspeaker.
Okay.
And it was a exhaust cutout originally made to go on Model Ts.
Okay. Gotcha.
I stumbled across this and had to have it.
Cool. It's a good thing I got something to hang on to. Don't die, please don't die. So Tom, this is 2 firsts for me, and both times it's you. So first time I've actually ridden in a Speedster, and the first time I've actually ridden in an unrestored Survivor. And both cars are yours. That's pretty cool, brother.
Extent of my vast collection.
Let her idle for just a second if you can. Just listen to that, man. That just sounds awesome.
Thanks to Runner's Corners for helping me out with some carburetor problems I had with it.
Cool. Yeah, so tell me about this right here, man.
These are Bricklands. They're from England.
Okay.
And they were used on a lot of you know, British cars in the 50s and 60s and things like that. A friend of mine was working on a reproduction Jaguar, and it had these on them, and I decided that's just the right thing. We took the stock windshield extenders, flipped them around to the outside to make this panel that can open and close.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
And with it at the right angle, it actually helps deflect wind over your head instead of being right in your face.
Yeah. No, actually I noticed that when I didn't think I was going to die, I didn't have wind just slamming in my face. It was actually quite comfortable. Yeah. I mean, I could see back in the days maybe somebody wear some goggles maybe, but otherwise, yeah, there they are right there.
Yeah, and a World War I flying helmet.
Yeah, there you go, man. I'm gonna jump outside and we'll take a look around. So it looks like stock 6-volt.
Yes, sir.
Generator.
Yep, generator, positive ground, all stock stuff.
Okay. And then a stock suspension.
Yep. Yeah. However, I did on both the front and back remove the upper half of the springs.
Okay.
So that lowered it and softened it up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, it was actually I was actually really surprised. It was actually a very comfortable ride. So talk to me about carburetor. Is that?
Yeah, this is just a normal Model A Zenith carburetor.
Okay.
It's got the tube for the air maze that a lot of people put on, but those air mazes make it tend to run lean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, rich.
Yeah.
And they reduce airflow. But a friend of mine did a bunch of testing and found out that if you have just the elbow on there, pointed down, it actually picks up a few CFM.
Really? Okay, so kind of makes it run a little bit leaner.
Right.
Yeah. And then suspension-wise, this is
all stock.
All stock frame.
I don't have the shock hooked up back here because this pipe's in the way. I got to rearrange things a little bit.
Gotcha. All right.
And this is the Goodrich exhaust.
Okay.
The company is still in business making performance
exhaust
parts. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the exhaust, because I just noticed that we've got an exhaust tailpipe running down here, but then we got this right here.
It comes into this.
Okay.
And with this big butterfly closed, it blocks that off and it goes out through this pipe.
Gotcha. So that's what we heard.
Right.
Okay.
I can pull the cable and open it, and it opens this butterfly, and it all comes out here.
Gotcha. So then it bypasses pretty much the muffler at that juncture.
Plus the shape of it kind of
and then you get
stands the noise.
You get more airflow, exhaust flow. That makes sense.
These pieces were the remnants of a ladder out of a barn.
Okay.
That's where the rungs were.
Okay.
Near my house there's a very old sawmill.
Right. So you
still
got
has some of the machinery in it.
Rough cut sawmill.
And these were up in the attic of that sawmill, and the owner gave them to me to use for this.
Okay. So talk to me about the seat, because I thought the seat was really fascinating. This looks like a front seat that's modified.
It is.
Okay.
This was in the pile of parts that I bought.
Okay.
A front seat out of a 29 blind back four-wheel.
Okay.
And I decided to use that. It does have the original spring unit in the back.
Okay.
In the seat, there's a piece of plywood.
Okay.
And on top of that is foam. And it's hinged in the back. Under the foam, I captured the old valve springs out of my engine.
Right.
To give it some bounce.
Okay.
Some spring. And then every car needs a cup holder. So
yeah, absolutely.
This in it.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
Keep it from sliding around too much.
Yeah.
So I still have to figure out something to put here to keep it from falling out. Yeah. Yeah. I hung on to the backside of the. I had my hand sitting like right here with a death grip. Yep.
Not really, but I mean, this is just way cool. So you got like straps then that hold the hood down.
The black straps are old belts that, you know, if I broke a buckle, I just hung the belt up in the garage.
Oh, that's ingenious. Yeah.
And then just copper on the ends.
Okay.
And the rivets are the same rivets that you use to hold the linings on the brake shoes.
Right. So again, you know, I don't know if you heard me when we were driving, but Tom built this all from parts. So it wasn't a cannibalized Model A. He built this all from parts that he scavenged here and about. Great car. This is I got kind of a twofer with Tom. Last week at the Old Car Festival, I got to interview him about his unrestored, untouched Model A. And this week, I got to talk to him about this. So, Tom, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Guys, I really hope you enjoyed that. I know I loved the ride that I was on. It was a lot of fun, and it almost makes me want to build one. Almost. Hey, remember to give us a like and a subscribe. That's important, but what's more important is that you all be blessed.